Ani, hello. My name is Margaret Peggy Pitawanakwit. I am here to provide a workshop for you on the medicine wheel. I am Anishinaabe, originally from the Wikawakangan First Nation of Manitou on the island. I am from the Thunderbird clan, and my Anishinaabe and Noswin is Chautauqua, which was given to me by my grandmother. I have a teaching that I'm going to share with you that is from teachings I've received from my family and my community. These teachings are among the eldest continuing cultures in human history. So I believe that the teachings on the medicine wheel will be valuable to your work with Indigenous populations in Canada and the United States. Our medicine wheel teachings are in a circular shape. The circular shape has 4 quadrants to it, and in each quadrant, the center pulls all the quadrants together. In this particular medicine wheel that I've prepared, I've identified balance in the center, but you also see from time to time it might be self that's in the center. If you're developing a new program or a particular planning model, you may have different things in the center and using each of the quadrants to do your planning from. In this medicine wheel, we're going to start in the east. In our culture and in our beliefs, all things begin in the east and end in the west. So in the east, I've developed another medicine wheel here. This medicine wheel just covers the eastern quadrant, and of course the color is yellow, the direction is east, the element is earth, the time or season of the year is spring, the medicine is tobacco, the physical aspects all rest in the east. These are the areas that are covered in the east. We refer to the east as the place where we welcome new life. This is the infancy stage. There's 4 different stages of life in this particular medicine wheel, and this direction identifies the stage for infancy and then the younger children, not the teens or adolescent, but the younger child age under that. The east is a time for nurturing. It's a time to develop trust and learn respect. Kindness is always shown in this area here, in this direction, because as we know, when we have infants and babies, they need to have that kindness expressed. This is where we need to learn boundaries. When we have a small child, we need to know that that child has to understand the dangers of ensuring that boundaries are in the right places. We don't want children going too close to the edge of a cliff or anything like that where they can have harm brought to them. Or if there's certain things that they shouldn't be exposed to, we need to establish those boundaries with them so that they can learn those things. This is also the direction where everything is done for you. As a child, everyone is working to ensure that the things that you need are met. You begin to clarify some of the whys as well. Whys are how come this works this way? Why is this? Why is that? And that's the responsibility of the East. Children have a right to question things. It's also said that in this area here, children are still more spirit than they are human. The East is known as the good life. And we are now going to go to the southern quadrant. In the south area of the medicine wheel, like in the east, we have a color, and that color is red. These 4 colors that are representative of the medicine wheel are the 4 races of humanity, everything pulling together from that. So in the south, we have the color red, we have the direction south, we have the element fire, we have the season summer, we have the medicine cedar, and mental is in the south, and we have physical in the east, as we mentioned earlier. of all these different areas in the South, there's an understanding that at this particular stage, it's representative of young adulthood. Young adulthood is a time where things are moving very fast for the individual. It's a time when we're investing in planning for adulthood. So you'll see folks involved in things like their education. They'll be attending high school, college, university. They'll be exploring relationships. There's more serious thought at this stage now as compared to when they were a child earlier. And that's because they need to plan for the foundations of their life ahead of them. They need to invest in planning. They need to identify how things are going to be pulled together. They're going to experience choices, serious choices, because those choices will determine where their life is going to go from that point. They'll be experimenting and trying different things, learning other lessons that life has to provide for them. They'll be helping others quite a bit. This is when they'll be involved, committed to very serious events or activities, things that they find are critical to take a stand on, and they'll invest time, they'll invest energy, and what resources they have toward that cause. So in return, many folks don't actually receive back. They're more in tune with giving of themselves than actually getting help that they need at some points. However, the reflection, I guess, is that there's a lot of giving to family, to community, to partners at this point, and learning from that, which establishes principles and values and beliefs that they're going to take into adulthood. The things that were exposed to them in the East, again, will be something that will assist in them establishing a stronger sense of identity, confidence in where they want to go in their life. They're not quite rooted, so to speak, yet, not quite grounded, very clear on how they need to invest for that next stage. The South is known as the fast life. This particular stage is referred to as the fast life in the Medicine Wheel teachings. The Western quadrant refers to the color black, and sometimes in this direction of the Medicine Wheel, you'll also see blue, depending on what nation. Some nations will have blue instead of the black in the Western quadrant. This particular direction covers black. It's the West. The West is also the place where element water is. The season is the fall. The medicine, the traditional medicine, is sage. And emotional rests in the West. West is also the doorway that leads into the spirit world. As we mentioned in the beginning, we talked about the East being the welcoming quadrant of new life. New life arrives in the East, it crosses through, and it goes into the West, and that's where you leave for the spirit world. These factors that are here and this information that's in the West is considered to be the adult stage, which is also referred to as the planting stage. This is where, when you reach this stage of life, you're grounded in life. Your foundations and your roots are strong. You have your self-identity understood. You have your confidence in who you are. You're investing in yourself, your family, and your community. You're reassured, and you've created options for yourself. At this point in life, you've been able to go through all those experiences of a young adult, and you're at the next stage of your life. What you've prepared for, you now living. and you're now being able to give back to your family as a result of what you've invested and planned for. That is the Western. In the north, we have the color white. We have the direction north. We have wind and air that's in the north. We have winter as our season for the north. We have our traditional medicine, sweetgrass, that sits in the north. And we have spirituality in the north. Those are all the things that sit in the northern part of the medicine wheel. It's referred to as elder stage. Elder stage is in the last quadrant of the medicine wheel for a number of reasons. It's said that this stage is closest to the spirit world. Elders are like angels in a way to us. Their elders sit in high esteem in our culture for a number of reasons. It's understood that elders hold the knowledge from a life, of a whole lifetime of living, from the beginning all the way through all stages of life. When they reach that stage of elderhood, they are now at a place where they can be reflective, and many elders are prepared to share that knowledge and understanding. When that's done, that's part of their giving back, is what I've heard elders say. In giving back, that's part of the balance that comes in a society or in a nation. Having that knowledge and deciding how they're going to share with us takes discipline. So when they reach that stage in the medicine wheel, they are very disciplined as well. Now that is, of course, understanding that balance is there for them. We all know that there's difficulties that everybody experiences in life, and sometimes those developments will have impacts at any stage of an individual's life. However, with an understanding that they have a balanced life, elders are our most valuable resource. The north is also a place that's been referred to as elders caring for us, which refers back to the elder stage again. When the medicine wheel is complete, you can see all of those teachings that I've provided in those different quadrants. And when you understand how they work together to bring a balanced life for yourself, a family member, an initiative that you're working on, you can also recognize where in certain areas there is a requirement to put more effort or seek the assistance that's required to bring balance if it's out of balance here. If emotionally it's not balanced, then there's things that are missing someplace else, and there's a focus that you need to have to bring balance to that area. Those are the teachings that I can share with you and have shared with you from my understanding, from my elders and from my spiritual people and the people that I respect in my nation. And I hope that they'll be helpful to you in the work that you do with Indigenous peoples in Canada or wherever you are in the world. We bet you.